lot of credit to Detroit on how well they played collectively. Their entire starting group was very good. We weren't able to match that, and I think the defensive boards and digging ourselves a pretty big hole, not being able to come up with some big rebounds there late. Maybe we could close it, but they were very good tonight, and we weren't. So it's great. We get to go to work tomorrow.
It's like your perimeter defense is probably not where you want it. Do you have them making shots or rotations?
I think in the first half they were, 8 threes at 50%, 8 for 16. So we wanted to try and take away the threes in the second half. They obviously didn't shoot it as well in the second half as they did in the first. At times, they were just creating penetration, creating rotations, and creating help, and finding the open guy. So we got to do a better job individually keeping the ball in front of us, and when we do rotate, we got to cover for each other. So it was a little bit of both.
I know your three-point shooting overall wasn't good, but Kyle in particular looked like he was just still kind of slow coming back from the injury.
I think Kyle is working his way back. I thought there was a couple of good looks that just didn't quite go. I think it's going to take him a little bit of time, and he works very hard to get open. He's incredible moving without the ball, and I think he's getting there. I think he feels like we feel like he's kind of moving in the right direction, but I don't think he's where he's going to get to.
Mike, a lot of minutes early for Lamar Patterson. Was that by design? Was that something you just saw that you would work well with?
Obviously the plan was to play Lamar. He probably ultimately got a few more, and it was based on, I thought he was playing well. I thought his floor game, his defense, just his overall game, deserved to play, and very happy with how he played in his first game.
Coach, were you okay with the offensive and defensive energy of your squad tonight?
I think the energy at times was there. What we expect. I thought we had a lot of deflections and turnovers. Kind of leading up to the 3 or 4 minute mark of the second quarter. I think we were up 4 or 5, and it created a lot of turnovers. And I think we just didn't maintain it for the whole game. We didn't maintain it on the defensive glass in the second half. But there were times when the defense and the energy was where we needed to be.
Like the decision not to dress Tim tonight.
Yeah, I think it's those guys have all been competing hard in preseason in the camp, and you just have to make some hard decisions, hard choices, and the active inactive will change from night to night. And Tim's going to work hard, and we feel good about Tim.
I know sometimes we don't make too much out of starters per se. Can't make as one start tonight. Not offensively, at least we hope. Was everything else in place for him?
I thought the way he rebounded and the way he committed to the defensive boards while he was out there was good. I think, it's going to come to him. I think, he plays with such energy and such passion. He wants things. He's just, a great competitor. And I think sometimes he's got to just slow down a little bit and let it come to him. And I think it will.
Look, I know it's the first game, but did you learn anything about this team that you didn't know previously?
I would say it's one game, and there's things that we're working on in practice that we got to work harder on. We got to do better, and but I think every coach knows that. Every team knows that there's a lot to be worked on, going into game one and as we move forward.
Coach, you out rebounded 16 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, no, the offensive boards hurt us. Particularly second half. I think they had 17 in the second half, and that's an area where we know we need to be better.
Back to Tim, is he just not really in the system yet? Does he not have enough time?
No, I think it's going to take him and some of the new guys a little bit of time, and but he'll get there.
Paul had some minutes at center against Drummond. Was that just because you're trying to find an answer to slow him down?
When Mike Muscala twisted his ankle, we went with Mike Scott to create a little bit of spacing, create some, hopefully some problems for them on that end of the court. I thought Mike Scott, came in and helped us with a couple quick, easy baskets, and gave Al a little break and went with Paul and Mike. That those two sometimes can create, I think, offensive problems, and then defensively, Paul with his hands and his activity can I think bother some bigger players.